Super Rugby Under-19s keeps on rolling on as we bring you to Narrabri, New South Wales, where it's been the ultimate weekend of rugby thanks to Santos. And what a way to cap things off. It's the Queensland Reds taking on the New South Wales Waratahs. Great to be company on Stan Sport, YouTube and Rugby Explorer for this round 2 clash. Jordan Hughes with you in commentary alongside former Red and Wallaby Nick Frisby.
Good afternoon, Geordie. Fantastic to be back in Narrabri for the Santos Festival of Rugby into its 5th year. It's been a wonderful weekend and a big game to finish, as you mentioned. Short comp, momentum is key. The Waratahs looking to join the Brumbies at the top of the table and the Reds trying to get on the board.
And as you mentioned, it's been some sort of weekend. Of course, we saw the Super Rugby Oz game last night, the women's sevens. And how about this, the classic Wallabies earlier today. Where were you, Nicholas? Why didn't you play?
Mate, I got the call up, but I prioritised being here in the commentary booth with you this afternoon. It's much safer.
It's a great PR answer. It was great seeing the classic Wallabies getting it done over the Blue Boars as well. You turn our attention to Super Rugby Under-19s, Nick. The Waratahs last week, 62-5 over the Force, and the Reds got some work to do, 26-17 from the Reds. But first up, the Tars, weren't they impressive?
Well, they scored 10 tries last week in an absolute thumping of the Force. And they scored them from everywhere. Set piece, long range, plenty of strings to their bows. The Reds, they're okay against the Brumbies. They didn't play with enough width for mine. They didn't test them enough out on the edges. A few changes here today. Might see them change that up.
And on the Reds front, of course, the Brumbies, 26-17 last week. They got some work to do, but this Waratahs side, as I mentioned, 62 points last week, and the back row is something to behold. Cleverly Lamatru, the captain, he is a dynamic enforcer in the number 7 jersey. Toby Brawl in the number 8 jersey. And look out for some familiar last names out wide. Zach Fittler and Tom Farr-Jones looking to do a job this afternoon.
Looking to continue on, as I said, only a short competition. Momentum is key, and the Reds desperately need to get on the board, and the coaches have made some changes. The key one, Natani Lesimaka-Matuku, the commentator's nightmare, in at 10, and he will bring some natural flair and width to their attack. Like the work of Josh Takai, he moves to outside centre. He needs to get some more ball this afternoon. Keanu Rash gets in a start in the number 6 jersey, and Clay Hindmarsh comes in for a start in the front row too.
You mentioned Lesimaka-Matuku. Of course, he was the main man for Sunnybank this year in the first grade competition.
There he is.
Wise above his years and a real talented playmaker.
He was, yeah. He absolutely carved up in Premier Grade this year and still just 19 years of age. Plenty to offer and still a lot of development. He's one of those guys that can really benefit from a competition like this, some more minutes, playing in another structure, playing with other players, and he'll learn a lot and continue to develop and come back bigger and better.
And one man you got wraps on, his halves partner, James Prohl.
Yep.
Of course, from the GPS Gallopers. A man that's just toiled away, built his craft, and now getting his chance.
Yeah, worked really hard on his game. I mentioned it last week. Played second 15 at school, Marist Ashgrove, and just honed his skills. He's always on the flats, Marist, practicing his passing, practicing his kicking, and great to see him get an opportunity now with the Queensland Reds under-19s. Looking forward to seeing him continue.
Great scenes here at Narrabri. It's been some sort of weekend of rugby. Of course, we saw the women's fixture and 15s and 7s across the 2 days. The Queensland Country under-18s girls as well. Super Rugby Oz. How about the Waratahs last night, Nick? Dominant.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming. The Reds were so good last week as we see the under-19s out onto the field, looking to back up the senior team.
Marshall Lemaitre, the captain. 4 tries last week. He was scintillating.
He's got a bit of everything, doesn't he? He's a back rower, he's tough and physical, but showed some good attacking prowess as well last week. Big right foot step in one of his tries, a clean set of heels as well.
As the Queensland Reds make their way out to the field, led out by Captain Ryan Heaton. Another man that played plenty of first grade this year with the North Eagles in the Hospital Cup. Be eager to take that experience into this afternoon. Hot conditions. Jerry Markey, a man in the middle, alongside George Myers and Hamish Biddle, his assistants. The Waratahs to kick off, running left to right on your screen.
Brian, you good?
And what a way to cap the Centos Festival of Rugby off, these two sides. And Super Rugby under-19s putting their hand up for green and gold honours the next year as we get things rolling. Sam Blank gets us moving in Narrabri. It's a contestable kick from the get-go. And the Reds do well. Get underneath in the end. James Prohl biding his time under immense pressure, and it's that man, Lemaitre, the captain, causing all sorts of headaches early on. So now look to go about their work. The men in red. I mentioned the Waratahs were impressive in the senior team last night. The under-19s looking to continue the trend as they steal it inside the 22 now. As they roll around the corner through Cleverly. Take some stopping. Now for Blank. Long time in the Waratahs pathway. Through the ranks he goes as Hill. Impressive at scrum time in round 1. Happy to keep hammering that same direction. Now they go straight and true up towards the 5. In the box seat for the opening score, this time Bryall. Of course, his brother plays for the Queensland Reds as well. Good carry up the middle, right in front of the sticks. Now look to shift to Hill, gets a pass away, can't control it. There was Mayberry. And now the Reds will bring it back from deep inside their own 5, up towards Kaluta. Need to clear as they go back to Leslie Mikey Matuku, and he wastes no time to find the line.
Oh, what an opening passage. Waratahs applying the blowtorch right from the kickoff. It was the strength of Lungy here, the big number 3. Have a look at this, just reefs this ball out and they go straight on the attack. Sam Blank was directing the troops really nicely. They looked threatening there, the Tars.
But not out of trouble yet, other Reds attacking set-piece chances. Cleverly, a man mountain up the middle. Same direction they go, this time through the captain. Now for Mayberry, who crashes through 1, pumps the legs through 2 and 3, does Mayberry. Almost goes all the way. Hill. Another tough carry. Just imposing forward pack for the Waratahs. Looks to mount a charge. Now they go close, pleading for the try, and they get there. It's Edward Lungy. Australian under-20s this year, and gets 5 more for the Waratahs.
A massive start from the Waratahs. A statement made from Edwin Lungy. He's the reason they're down here. The turnover in defence, and here he is capitalising on some good attack. Geez, it was direct and it was fierce from the line out from Luca Cleverly. Got them right in over the advantage line. Sam Blank sent them down the short side. And then this is just patience from the forwards. And geez, you're not going to stop a guy like that. Edwin Lungy close to the line. 10 tries last week for the Tars. Takes them only 2 minutes today to get on the board.
128 kilos of the best for Big Lungy. He's in the Australian under-20s this year. Out of the King's School, such a nursery for rugby talent. And Great start for the Tars. There's Henry Connick, his first chance off the tee. And straight as you like from there. Waratahs 7 points to nil, 3.5 gone in this first half.
Really impressed with the intensity in the carry, the Waratahs. Really rolling up the sleeves, the forward pack, nice and direct, getting over the advantage line, giving themselves plenty of opportunities to play on the front foot. The Reds need to try and match them in defence. An opening statement from the young Tars.
Need to touch the ball, the Reds. They go straight down the middle. Good clearing kick. Decent purchase on that.
That's a great kick. Sam Blank, he was so impressive last week, scored an early double. And then he succumbed to an injury early in that game, so it's good to see him back out on the field. Having a strong start to the game.
Got the double last week on the score sheet as well. So the Reds, their chance finally with some ball in hand. Lessie Mikey Matuku gets it away nicely as Heaton tips the pass on to his centre partner, Takai. Leslie Marky Matuki wants to go to the skies. And back there is Fennick. Looks to have a crack on his own and some wheels against his opposite number. Eventually in cover, Howard makes the tackle. Blank gets it away nicely for Brennan. With a physical presence is his Waratahs forward pack. And Aaron Brennan leading the charge. Blank wants to go up and above. That one's charged down, play on the call. Back to Blank, this time off his left, and flubs that downtown. So centre field now, Lessie Mikey Matuku back in cover, finds Heaton. Now a chance to shift it on the outside. Luta. Out of the East Tigers in Brisbane. The line speed of the Waratahs, Blank up in the face. Still there for the Reds. Slow ball coming and eventually they try and build some phase, a bit of continuity. It's been an absolute mess, and again, that trend continues.
Yeah, it's the physicality of the Waratahs defensive line, just putting the Reds attackers under pressure, coming up, shutting them down early, and as a result, they're able to dive into the breakdown, make it a scrap, and make it a bit of a mess in there, forcing the turnover on this occasion. The captain's in there. Easy turnover and good field position here again from the Tars.
Great set piece chance. Playmakers sitting right behind the scrum. Options left and right for the Tars. So at the back there for Brown. He peels off right hand side as Blank wants to stab it into the corner. Centre field they go. Through Heaton, shapes the pass and eventually takes the hit, but around the bootlaces. Good tackle there from Cleverly once more. So the Reds, they seem pretty frantic in the opening exchange. They need to find something. This time, they go up towards the 40 through Stoddart. Now Rash. Keanu Rash, all power is that man. James Prohl taking plenty of time and eventually send it to the Narrabri skies. And that one's a poor miss there from Connick, and now this might be a chance for the Reds. Rash is there to scoop it up. Good chase there from Big Keanu. Now Job. This may be the chance for the Reds to try and build something. Now Prohl has a snipe on his own. Pops it back on the inside. And here come the Reds. Now the back door there from Hill. Play on is the call. They cough it up again. The Waratahs happy to pinch it. Hill this time. Both sides is feeling each other out in the opening exchanges. Trying to win that territory battle. Has looked to do exactly the same. Connick out of Sydney University sends a wobbly one down to his opposite number. Lessie Marky Matuku goes centre field. Now for Howard. Straightening up the middle there is Kelly. Now through Kenny Harris. Prop tips the pass away. Now getting up and going again is Kelly. Prol. Let's see Mikey Matuku at the back door this time to Takai. Holds it up. Nicely there with Stoddart. Gets things moving up towards Waratahs territory. Now they get a relieving penalty.
Long period of play there. Some fatigue in the game. And the best set of phases for the Reds so far. You can see already with the change of Lesi Mike Matuku in the 10 jersey, playing with more width, creating some space through the middle of the field, finding some little seams. Angus Kelly has been on fire in the middle. That was his second of 3 or 4 carries in that passage of play. He was one of their best last week. He's one of the great prospects running around in this competition. To see the penalty there again, getting him into a dangerous position in the tackle. And a good chance to settle here for the Reds. You mentioned that word frantic, Geordie. They've made a couple of changes, obviously looking for some impact, but just got to settle into this game.
And that one, a bit lucky there for the Reds. That went forward to me, but play on is the call as Harris will look to make the most of it. Plenty of work rate out of Kenny Harris. Now for Hindmarsh. He's a huge man, is Clay Hindmarsh. Now Jobe. Happy to roll around the corner. As Rash again puts his hand up. Let's see Mikey Matuku set to the right. Howard set to the left. They go to the chief playmaker. Takai gets it away nicely. Heaton offers the same. Now going for the corner is Hill. He's got some electric feet. Does Jackson Hill. About 10 away from home. The Queensland Reds looking to level the scores. That'll be advantage. Hands are plenty there for the Waratahs. Stoddart gets it away nicely. Howard gets jammed, but gets the pass away in the nick of time to Kaluta. Pops a beautiful ball on the outside through Howard again with his second touch in this movement. And here come the Reds through Prol up towards the 5. This is better from the Queenslanders. Heaton goes into scrum half, pops it away nicely to Salofa. Harris just takes a settler. Jobe offers the same. Just inches away from the opening score. Crossfield kick from Prol. Oh, it's an absolute sniper. Looking for the scoop. Hill gets there. Oh, that is beautiful. Jackson Hill. Just how they wrote it up, I'm sure. And Hill gets the response for the Reds.
Yeah, it's an important hit back from the Reds. They just lacked a little bit of intensity early. The Tars were all over them. And taking advantage of this field position. Look, it's an ugly-looking kick from James Prol. You can see he sees the space here. He feels the opportunity, backs himself. Doesn't get it off as cleanly off the foot as he would have liked, but the execution is there nonetheless. Jackson Hill does well to chase it down. They're playing under advantage here as well, so a free opportunity. Prol felt the space, puts the ball out there, and his winger backs him up. The Reds hit back.
That's an absolute sniper of a kick. Just going straight over the head there from Tom Watts. And great finish from Hill.
Grabs his second of the season. Hill, he scored one off the bench last week. Gets a start here this afternoon, making the most of his opportunity.
Let's see, Mikey Matuku needs that one to bend. Radar won't be on cue for the opener. Score remains 7 points to 5, 12 gone in this first half. It's a good hit back from the Reds.
Yeah, they needed it. He just got out enthused early by the Waratahs. Bigger physical pack was starting to take a toll through it a little bit. They've been able to settle, hold on to the ball, build some pressure, and they've come away with some points.
To Sam Blank. Tries to make that one contestable once again as Watts tries to fly high, but good work from the Reds in the end. So now they'll go about their work. Get plenty of confidence out of that last passage of play. Let's see Mikey Matuku, the banana-like kick. Stays in the field of play. Blank with some time and space and numbers if he wants them. Now they go to Far Jones. Connick gets it away nicely. Here goes Evans, chips it over the top, looking for the regather, but Prol back there in cover and calls the mark.
Nice shift from the Waratahs. I don't think that was the play from Riley Evans. They'd done well to get numbers back behind the ball. Shifted it to the edge and they were on the front foot there. Just needed to hold his composure. tuck that under the wing. As the Reds now bang it out of trouble. Tani Lesimaki Matuku with the big right foot.
It's a fair purchase as well, up towards the 50. Tyler Mayberry, South African born, gets things moving for the Waratahs. They look to get to an edge straight away. He goes cleverly, palms away from Takai. Heaton is there to save the day for his centre partner. Evans tips it away nicely to Fennick. As the big man looked to get involved, Brennan this time. Blank waiting for it. Connick tips the play nicely to Hill, who's had a great opening involvement as Zach Fittler, strong with the hips, strong through the legs, is the big number 12 as Blank gets hit pretty hard. And that'll be offside the call.
Loving the work, Geordie, off set piece. Luca cleverly, the Waratahs number 6. They've used him in a couple of different ways already. They've had him tied off the line out, just going straight up the guts, getting over the advantage line. On this occasion, they pushed him out to the edge, got him one-on-one.
He's just strapping, so we'll keep
with
going.
some of the Reds' outside backs, and he's just too big and too strong. He's good on his feet. Found a little seam and just powered through. You see a shank there from Sam Blank going into touch. And it's the offload game now of this Waratahs pack starting to come to the fore. Fittler there came off the right foot. Looked like he'd found a bit of space.
So the Waratahs, some set-piece attack. If they can get it right, and they do exactly that. Flying high is Toby Bryle. So Mayberry has control at the back. 7-5, you'll score. 15 gone. The Reds up to the task early on, but waiting for it is Fittler. Straight and true towards his opposite number. Now wrapping around the corner is Mayberry. At a head of steam is Big Tyler. Same way is the play, and Blank will pump the legs through contact, hits and spins and reaches, and will be denied. Sam Blank. But good D from the Queenslanders.
And it's his opposite number, James Prohl, that's in underneath him. The Waratahs, their speed of the ball in the A-zone attack really troubling the Reds defensively. Sam Blank scored 2 really sharp tries last week, exactly like this, darting around the fringes of the ruck. And on this occasion, the Reds defence is up to it.
Let's see Mikey Matuki, a wobbly old restart. That one's gone backwards, says the referee, Alfar Jones.
Trouble.
So Blank finds space, and the help converges on the little number 9. Now Connick on the outside is Fennick. Shapes the pass, releases and goes again. Now gets the pass away to Lemaitre, the captain. Here goes Greer this time. The battle of the forward pack is the key, and the captain's going to split them open. Oh, Marshall Lemaitre, 4 last week, and dots down for another.
Where did he come from? Marshall Lemaitre, he just was lurking in behind the ruck here. Sensed a little opportunity, and he's just exploded onto this ball. Can see him here, he's deep in behind the, comes from the short side, swings around, just reads the play beautifully. Blank doesn't overplay his hand, gives his captain nice early ball. This is just work rate, this is just rugby instincts. You can see the Reds A defender just a little bit isolated. Avery a tad slow to get back up out of the ruck. And the young captain is scoring tries for fun. That's his 4th of the season. Puts the Tars back in front.
He's like a hidden blindside winger then, just popped up on the outside. That's good rugby IQ right there. And the Waratahs lead 12 points to 5 as Henry Connick wants to add 2 more. And he does exactly that. And the Tars with a handy lead over the Reds, 14 points to 5, 18 gone.
It's my favourite type of player, this Geordie, a back rower with a bit of footy IQ. You see there, he just feels the space. Big Avery out of the Avery Thompson out of the ruck, just switches off for a second. And the instinctive Marshall Lemaitre explodes into the space and makes him pay.
Centre field option for the restart. And it's going to come up Trunts for the men in maroon. Straight through the bread basket.
Well, we see this at least once a week, I reckon. And it's a coach killer. A team scoring points and then making an error off the kickoff. And it's a part of the game that's become a real skill, the ability to put those short kicks right on the spot. Chance to hit straight back here from the Reds. A centre field scrum. Zilan Kluta hasn't had much ball this afternoon, but he was the Reds' best last week in a losing side. He was a real shining light. Strong on both sides of the ball. Sometimes when you've got a guy like that, you just need to give him early ball. He's so strong in the tackle. He can create offloads. He can create line breaks. Here's this try again. Just have a look at the work of the young captain here. Lurking on the short side. And that ball just spilling out of the ruck was the cue, wasn't he? Once he sensed that, he just reacted.
Avery Thompson there just turned his back, and you can't do that. And Marshall Lemaitre's coming at a full head of steam. So the Reds on the back foot at scrum time, and they get the penalty for the Tars. Dominance up front for the men in the sky blue.
Dominance, this was destructive. The young Tars pack just tearing apart the Red scrum here. Have a look at this shove as the ball comes in from James Prohl. That is dominant, and that is a statement. This is where they've been good. There's Edwin Lungy. He's been strong, hasn't he, Geordie? He's featured on both sides of the ball in defence and scored a try and attack, and no doubt a big part of the scrum penalty there as well.
Mayberry with the assignment goes to Brennan. Down nicely there. As Greer takes the hit in the midfield.
Ball's out.
Brennan this time. Forward to the Waratahs, putting their hand up for work throughout this contest. Is Connick wants to go to the skies. Far Jones is lurking. Far Jones collects. He snuck him behind Kalucha there and flew above the pack of the Reds. Going to pinch it through Heaton, and now Avery Thompson. Let's see, Mikey Matuku has to go looking for it. Now he gets the kick away. Inside the 50, decent angle as well. One bounce to his opposite number. Connick clubs that one. That goes straight to the middle. May have been a touch there from Leslie Mikey Matuku.
Doesn't matter. I think that's going to be a 50-22 anyway. Jordan, and that's two really good kicks in a row from the number 10, Henry Connick. This was strong work out on the far side. Ilan Kluto, we mentioned how good he is in defence. And then a loose kick from Leslie Micah Matuku, and his opposite number makes him pay. That is a beauty. Low to the ground, angling towards the touchline, hard to handle.
But they cough up the line out to the Waratahs. Good 10 battle between those two off the kicking boots. And now for tackle. The Reds looking to run it from deep. Unless Mikey Matuku wants to have a crack on his own this time. Prohl goes to the big man through Kelly. Just one out runs for the time being.
Jeez.
Needs some help there to James Prohl. He's been absolutely hammered there.
It's willing at the breakdown. Both these sides are absolutely ripping in on the counter rucks.
Hindmarsh just takes the carry, sets up the platform for Leslie Mikey Matuku. Goes high, not very long. And the wind's going to take that on a journey. One bounce. Doing his best there was Stoddart on the angle. But does go into touch with Waratahs lineup.
Waratahs really starting to win that kicking battle. The Reds struggling to get out of their own end. Here's that counter up from Tyler Mayberry. Causing all sorts of havoc at the breakdown. And that short kick there from Leslie Matuku, just hasn't executed this afternoon.
The Waratahs go centre field once again through Fittler. Back down the blind, so they go. That's a poor pass there from Greer. Looking to find his 10 on the outside, can't do so. Maybury gets it away nicely. Langi can't control it, so Hindmarsh is opposite number. Clay Hindmarsh. 204 centimetres, 137 kilos. How's that for some numbers for you? Under 19s, let me remind you, the Reds now. Leslie Mikey Matuku holds it up for Takai on a hard unders line up the middle. That one's gone forward. And common theme here for the Reds, can't find their structure at all.
Well, it's the pressure at the breakdown. And watch closely here again, but this is the captain this time, Marshall Lemaitre. Their first up contact, really good, shutting down the Reds runners in front of the advantage line, and that just allows their defensive players to pile in. This was the turnover, the Tars chancing their arms. But just have a look at how they react in defence. Blue jerseys finding their feet, strong tackle on Takai, and look at Lemaitre straight through the middle of the breakdown, attacking the halfback and winning a turnover again for his side.
For New South Wales Waratahs, Toby Bryle. Son of Michael Bryle.
So 25 gone.
Crowd watching.
In this first half, Waratahs leading 14-5, and as you mentioned, Nick, dominating every aspect of the collision. And the scrum is doing an absolute job again. The Reds have no answers. They go to the left-hand side now through Evans, who palms away opposite number, gets rid of Hill on the way through. The man from Randwick. Blank gets chopped. Jacob Jobe there, chopping the number 9 in half. Will come back for the scrum penalty.
Just a tad slow to his feet at this occasion, Sam Blank. He's had some good darts around the ruck, but I'm running into Jacob Jobe.
Sure. You've got a penalty.
This scrum is becoming a real concern for the Reds. The Tars are just absolutely taking them to task. And it's the easiest way to build pressure in the game. Set piece to set piece. Scrum penalty. Now they go to line out. They've been really effective on first phase off set piece.
Second round match in the Super Rugby Men's Under-19 competition.
6 minutes gone. They've been really direct so far. I just wonder if there's a time now to try and get some width into their game, see if they can get this ball to the edge.
Brennan is there to take that one cleanly once more. To do exactly that, cleverly looking to get to the midfield. And now centres channel is Bryle. At a full head of steam, left-hand side, good purchase there from Blank. Watts now looking to get involved off his wing. Up towards the 22, go the Tars. Lungi tips it away nicely there to Greer. All the skills from the big men after Greer. Now picking and going is Bryle. And here come the Waratahs once more. Hill is waiting for it. Cleverly this time. So impressive in the opening 26 minutes. Right in front of the sticks. Sam Blank just demanding his charges. Keep on going, the big men. Up towards the 5. But over the top, it's Keanu Rash with a big-time steal.
That's a big moment in defence. Rash called up to the starting side this week. And an important moment. This just got a little bit awkward. Ball carrier flipped onto his back. That's never a good picture when you're in the attack. Gives the defensive line. Look at this clear shot at the ball. It gives Keanu Rash separation from the support players. He jumps in and makes them play. Important stop there. Just felt like the Tars are really building into this game. Points there. Would have opened up a big lead, but the Reds do well. Now they've got to find a way to exit. It's been a...
You got 5 now, or you got 4? Okay, well, you've got a 9 at the front, so he's got to go then. Okay, all right, so it's 5. Your numbers are 5 then. Just hold him, mate. Okay.
Now he drops out. James Prohl.
Salofa with the assignment. Go straight to the middle of everyone. But luckily, Stoddart is there to pick up the scraps. Let's see, Mikey Matuku loves to go the aerial raid for the time being. And safe is Louis Fennick out of the eastern suburbs. Puts that one on the angle, but well positioned in the corner. Let's see, Mikey Matuku again. Happy to test the man at the back. It's safe. As the Waratahs look to try stretch the legs. Far Jones on his right foot. Tries to club the corner and clubs it all the way in row 2. So we'll come all the way back. And the Reds will take that win.
Yeah, they needed that. I think they needed, I know they've got the result. Far Jones has put that out. I think they need a change in their kicking tactics. I see Mikey Matuku happy to go high in the air. Just gifting the Waratahs the ball around about the 40, 50 metre line. Love to see him just bang it long, back his chase, get down there, put him under pressure.
So Harris takes the kick and now Pro on an edge through Stoddart. Thompson again. Regular GPS first grader this year in the Hospital Cup as well. Now tips it away nicely. Stoddart gets hit pretty hard from Lungy over the top and gets enough of him. Into touch he goes.
Edward Lungy, he's having some afternoon. Imposed himself on this game right from the opening kickoff. And this is a big effort from the front rower, lurking out on the edge. Stoddart, there's half an opportunity there. The big man gets across, bundles him into touch.
Cleverly. Sets the platform and now Blank will look to offer the box kick. Coming forward is Kaluta and he flies high and off the chest it goes. Back into the arms of the Waratahs captain, Marshall Amitra. And more of the same from Blank. Down to Howard. Lollipop over the top there for Hill. The try scorer for the Reds off the right foot. Plenty of kicking in this matchup so far. Looking to play the right ends of the field. That one's playing with danger down the edge, but well taken in the end from Howard. Beats one and gets it away to his number 10, who gets driven into the tackle there from Brennan. Referee says that's all good. Prohl waiting for it again. Look to set up some runners through Kelly. And Job as well getting heavily involved. The box hit coming forward there is Watts, who takes that easy pickings in the end. And as you said, the high balls from the Reds gifting a chance. The Waratahs with some clear pasture. As Far Jones now with some space. Down the right edge, beats one, beats two, look at the right foot from Tom Far Jones. And the Waratahs looking to strike as half-time approaches. Left-hand side, shifting it nicely. Lungy with all the skills out to Evans. One more now to Watts. Watts will go for the corner, cuts back in. Oh, Watts has got all the power. And full throttle for Tom Watts. And the Waratahs get their third.
Yeah, using the full width of the field really effectively here. This Waratahs side, their attack is really on song in the opening 2 rounds of this competition. Play with great shape. Have a look at this. Everyone knows their role. They know they've got to get this ball to the edge. A little bit sloppy through the midfield, but Lungy just picks it up, gets it to his outside man, and Tom Watts, a strong finish in the left-hand corner. I love that shape there. Playing off the 10 and then ripping it out the back to the centres in behind. Just brings the defensive line up, brings the edges up, and then creates little one-on-ones. Skinned him easily in the end.
Talk about the full vault there from Tom Watts. Strength, power. And Waratahs leading 19-5 as Connick looks to add the extra 2. Tries to fade that one around. And the referees agree. There's 2 more. 21-5, 33 gone. The Waratahs a handy buffer now.
Once again, we spoke about the kicking from the Reds, just gifting the Tars these opportunities, and this attack is just so potent. They've got threats right across the board. And you give them this many opportunities with good ball, they're going to make you pay. Tom Watts scores their third, and this is a really handy lead now.
Greer off the top. It's out there as Blank takes plenty of time. Eventually it spills out left-hand side. Lungy, he won't pass, but he does exactly that, up the middle. Big Edward Lungy, now back into the pocket there for Connick.
It's a torpedo.
But Howard, at full flight, chips over the top, needs a kind bounce, doesn't get it. It's there for Louis Fennick, and now he goes through. Fennick, one to beat, the cover's coming across, needs some support. On the inside is Mayberry. He beats the first, pumps the legs through two, inside the 5, Mayberry caught short. And we're playing advantage, and this may be straight to the pocket there from Markey. And the Reds go down to 14. Slowing it down. And the Waratahs look to be a try for all money.
Desperation in defence. Once again, a loose kick down the middle of the field from Tom Howard, and Louis Fenwick, didn't he open him up? He's a silky mover. Just have a look at this. Just dusts off his opposite number, and then he just glides across the turf, just weaving in and out of traffic. This was a really good ball, really smart ball to Mayberry, and you thought he was going to score. It's a good legs tackle from Prohl. Howard, really good job to get back there and stop that, and then Angus Kelly, the vice-captain, infringing, but trouble here for the Reds. I'm going through the front door here with the scrum. It has been so potent in this first half. Could just about walk this over.
They're going to back their back line to do a job. On the outside is that man Fennick, almost gets away from one. Now pops it away to Watts. Oh, Watts will get 2 and 2. Easy money for Tom Watts and the New South Wales Waratahs.
Clinical from the Tars. Louis Fenwick, he's having a great couple of minutes. He made the bust, got them the good field position. And then this is a really skillful bit of work on the left edge. They scored a try exactly like this against the Force last week. Just give him good early ball. He's 10, just feeds him early. Just enough time to skip around the tackle from Jackson Hill. Releases Tom Watts in the corner, and he scores untouched. Really nice ball playing from Henry Connick. Just came onto it at speed, distributed early, and let his outside men do the rest. And the Tars go bang, bang. They've blown this one open, Geordie.
Strike power across the park for the Waratahs. And Louis Fennick, he's sort of come out of nowhere. He's got genuine pace and a clear vision with ball in hand. It's Connick. Just pushes that one. And score remains 26-5. 35 minutes gone.
It's got a bit of Stephen Larkham about him. Fenwick, he just glides across the turf. It looks like he's not going that far, and then plenty of deception and weaving in and out of traffic. Tom Watts, well, he won't score an easier try in his career than that one.
Again for the centre field option. This time they get it right. Fittler is safe. That one bobbled, and again we see issues with exiting after points.
It's just a little bit blasé here, Sam Blank. Just tries to pick this ball up from the ruck instead of passing it straight off the deck. Catches the back leg there of his number 8. Just a little bit of detail from the young halfback. He's having a great afternoon, and that error really from nowhere.
So the Reds can strike here before half-time. We'll give them a bit of confidence going into the break. Centre field scrum, options left and right.
Cluter's got to be the man on the left wing. Needs some ball.
Let's see, Mikey Matuku has a crack on his own this time. Howard over the top, and the breakdown work is immense from Marshall Lamatra, and then blank assist, but Prohl somehow ended up with it. And he gets flicked around the turf. Joe offers the same out to Takai. Very narrow in their attack so far, the Reds. Prop gets it away. Continue to roll around the same corner. Job again with his second touch in as many moments. This is a good passage of play up to Hindmarsh now. Prop gets it away. Pump the legs through contact. The new man on the field, Matutia, now gets it away. The line speed there, the Waratahs causing some headaches. Flicks out the back door. That was almost real trouble.
Well, the Waratahs' line speed,
Where am I, mate?
they're loving the wide passing of the Reds in attack. So this allows them to continue to move forward and then apply pressure in the outside challenge. You've got to look for a short ball or a change of angle. Throw that wide ball, but then drop someone back under or find someone going back in against the grain. When you play against side with good line speed, the wide pass is your enemy. Putting themselves under pressure here. This was good down the short side. Forwards linked up beautifully, got him on the front foot.
Correct, so you pick it up and then they turn it back over.
We'll need more of that here. The Reds, important little moment, 2.5 minutes before the break. The lead is 21.
Need some points and need them now. Salofa has the assignment. Gets it right inside the 5 and sacked straight away for the Reds. So Prohl has to go digging for it. Heaton off a standing start, just runs into the wall of blue. Now the forwards put their hands up. Job heads towards the sticks. It's there for Hindmarsh. He tips it away nicely.
Okay, advantage.
For Thompson, he lays it back. Matuyutia. Playing advantage still for the Reds. Hindmarsh again goes close. The forwards is bashing up the middle. Keeping their patience. Now they go close again. Job still short the call. Prohl goes reaching, finds Heaton. Quick hands down the outside. And the weight of numbers will do the job. Josh Takai gets the reply.
Great patience from the Reds. Really important hit back right on the stroke of half time. It was their forwards that set it up.
The Queensland Reds
Did some really strong work through the middle of the park. And it's just heads up footy from the backs. You can see Prohl again. He feels the space. Heaton sweeps across from the right-hand side of the field, creates the extra number. And he puts his centre partner, Josh Takai, over in the corner. Really well constructed. An important try for the Reds.
Josh Takai out of Brisbane State High School. Tongan freight train with ball in hand. He's a robust runner. So let's see Mikey Matuku now to add the extra 2 right on the siren. Fades that one, fades it too much. So the score remains 26 points to 10, and that'll be half time in this Super Rugby Under-19s fixture. The Waratahs leading by 16.
The Reds Under-19s 10.
Families divided. Friends become enemies. Saturday night, you're a red or you're a blue. It's the match that matters to millions. In magnificent 4K Ultra. Liverpool, Everton. Primetime Premier League. Live and exclusive, Stan Sport.
Welcome to Solat del Mar.
That man there is Bill King.
So if the town offers up one of your daughters, in return you get a truck full of guns.
You just do nothing.
Follow me.
We need to protect my people. Our town was under constant siege.
We have to fight them. We gotta kill the next king of Spain.
First you survive what happened to you, and after time, you start living again.
special moment it could be.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I protect it with my life. What I'm doing isn't for the ranch. It's for us. We're brothers now.
I took all the risk, and I took it for you. You will ruin this family's name.
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
Unlike you, I keep my promises. This party just got a whole lot better. Our family legacy is this ranch.
This is just the tip of a very, very big iceberg.
I don't know how I got here.
You have no idea what these people are capable of. It is in the jungle. I knew this day would come.
Absolutely sensational.
Poisonous mushrooms have killed 3 people at a lunch with friends.
Local woman, Erin Patterson,
Has been arrested.
At the trial, the jury saw one version of the truth. We found another.
There's more to this story than meets the eye.
Who's behind it?
Stuff does get buried.
In the court, everyone's going crazy.
The whole thing's imploded.
What is the motive?
There's all these rumors.
Worldwide fascination, the story is yet to be told.
Welcome back to a live action of Super Rugby Under 19s. And what a first half it's been. Waratahs were dominant from the get-go, but the Reds are still in the fight, showing some great poise on the halftime hooter to get it within 16 points. Jordan Hughes with you alongside Nick Frisbee. And Nick, as you take a look at these first half highlights, it's been entertaining from the get-go.
It sure has. 6 tries in the first half, and the Waratahs came out absolutely firing. This man has been everywhere. He's made a statement in this first half. Edwin Lungi, the vice-captain of this Waratahs under 19 side, doing it on both sides of the ball. The Reds would hit back, though, early. This kick from James Prohl was a beauty. Direct across the field, and his winger, Jackson Hill, hit back. 7 points to 5 at this stage. Jordan, the Waratahs just went on a tear.
They did, and it was your man, Marshall Lamatra, just sneaking up at the right time. And look at the power and the poise, splitting the Reds defenders apart, and he would get his 4th in 2 weeks.
He would, and then Tom Watts went bang, bang, completely blew this first half open. The shape and the width of the Waratahs game really causing the Reds troubles in defence. He showed his speed and power there, and this one was an easy one. Louis Fenwick created it. He had a lovely break down the centre of the field, gifted them some field position, a nice little assist here on that one as well. And this is the moment, right on the stroke of half-time. Ryan Heaton coming across from the open side, creates the extra number, puts Josh Takai over in the corner, makes it 26 points to 10 at half-time.
And all of a sudden, within reach for the Reds, need to score first in the second half. Here's the summary for you. Watts 2, Lungi and Lamatri. Connick been pretty handy off the boot, 3 from 4, and as you mentioned, Takai and Hill with the 2 tries. Leslie Mikey Batuku, none from 2 off the tee, so work to do in that regard. Santos Festival Rugby, what an occasion, what a weekend it has been in Narrabri, bringing all the juice and all the noise. We've got 40 minutes left to round out this magnificent weekend. Second half action coming up very soon.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
my life.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's all to me nice. I play with all of my life.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's all to me nice. I play with all of my life.
Welcome back to Super Rugby Under 19s, the state v state battle. Waratahs and the Reds. We see the two sides coming back out to the field. And one facet of their play has been their scrum in this first half. It's been dominant from the get-go. Nick Frisbee, I love when you talk to me about scrum.
It's been an absolute weapon, and doing it on both sides of the ball, on the Reds' feed, on their own feed, and just using it to gift themselves opportunities on attack. The front row doing the damage. This one created a try in the corner for Tom Watts, and it's just such a weapon to be able to move your way down the field, going from scrum penalty to line out, applying pressure right across the park. The Reds going to have to make some adjustments in the front row in the second half. They're going to try and stop this Waratahs pack.
Reds need to score first. Is there any chance? 26-10 is the score. Second half action about to get rolling. Got every company across all the platforms. Stan Sport, Rugby.com, YouTube, Rugby Explorer. It's all there for you. We have big 40 minutes coming your way. The Waratahs and the Reds. So straight away, the big men going about their work. Greer, as you see, both sides looking to make some substitutions. 21, Thomas Goldie onto the field as well for the Tars. And halfback as Connick clears that one away. Oh, juggled there from Howard. He's has hit a blade of grass there. And that's a big time error.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see if you're a Reds forward either. We just mentioned the Waratahs scrum. Tom Howard puts one down at the back. Just got mixed up awfully in his legs there. Obviously still down a member too. Angus Kelly there on the bench. He was yellow carded in the first half. Did a really good job getting back to stop this try, and then just lays all over this ball, stops it from coming out. Still serving some time in the bin.
The feed there from Goldie. And there's that scrum. Putting on an absolute clinic once again, and Far Jones was steaming onto that one.
Well, he was gone, Far Jones. If he catches this, I think the Waratahs score through a yawning gap. Beautifully constructed set piece. Once again, the scrum. Well, this has just become inevitable, hasn't it? The Reds with only 7 men are struggling even when they had 8. And the speed of which the Waratahs are winning that penalty at scrum time, and Far Jones, well, he's gone there. 2 men unmarked on his outside.
Everyone enjoying the Santos Festival Rugby. All ages. Welcome here in Narrabri. The Waratahs charging forward again. Is now breaking off on his own. Mayberry reaches out. There it is. Tyler Mayberry. That was a bit too easy.
Sure was. The Waratahs forwards going to work early in this first half. The scrum is dominant. The maul working to perfection, and the Reds just clocked off here. This breaks off. It's a little bit messy, and they think the job's done. And Tyler Mayberry, he's another one. He's just a footballer, Jordan. Just senses the opportunity, picks the exact right moment to break off here. Just have a look at him here at the back in the orange boots, the 2 jersey. Just feels that pack in front of him going to the ground, rides the momentum, rips off, finds his way to the line. Pretty sharp little finish there too, under some pressure from James Prohl. And the Tars waste no time getting back on the board in the second half.
He'll take that, his 3rd of the season as well for Tyler Mayberry at the Randwick Club in Sydney. Connick tries to bend that. Radar not on cue for Henry as it stands. Score remains 31 points to 10, but it is the perfect start for the men in Sky Blue.
It is. They just a few questions asked by the Reds right on half time, and this is just dominant. And Mayberry's such a good size for a hooker, isn't he, at this level? So dynamic, so strong, powerful, got good speed. A real asset to this Waratahs pack.
As Kenny Harris tries to make it a mess of that restart, but the Waratahs do well to hold on to it. Now they want to go to an edge straight away, and here's where they do their best work. Dumbing and going up the middle. Here he goes again, Fennick. Now relieves the pass on the outside to his captain, Lemaitre. Inside the 22 they go, the Waratahs. Goldie fires a good ball on the outside. Charlie Bull with the carry onto the field now. Connick gets away to Big Lungy. Stands and now delivers. Fennick. The Reds back to the full 15 as well. Angus Kelly back from the card as Bull gets it away to Mayberry on the outside. He goes, oh, Tyler Mayberry still going. He finds Rash on the inside. But we are playing advantage. Penalty going against Kenny Harris, I believe, for the Reds.
Louis Fennick, isn't he a player? Just carving them up. We've seen him bust through the middle. This time he's doing some work in the wide channels, and just needed maybe to find a winger there. It was the captain, Marshall Lemaitre, just didn't have the toe to go all the way. And danger times for the Reds now. This Waratahs shape is just picking them apart right across the paddock.
The rolling maul looks to go about their work once more. Now they peel off right-hand side. Oh, the sneak attack from the captain. And he gets his second, Marshall Lemaitre.
What a start to the second half. I want to harp on about it, but the shape of this Waratahs attack has been a feature in this competition for a couple of years now. The last 2 or 3 seasons, they've played with such great wit. They're also really well drilled. Everyone knows their roles, and they execute to perfection. And this season, well, they've got a set piece that can go with their shape. The scrum, we've talked about at length. The line-out operating with good success this afternoon here. This is a serious side, Geordie. I know the Brumbies have gone back-to-back the last couple of years, but this is a contender, this side right here.
They put 60 on the force last week. They're well on their way to 40 at least here as Connick finds the radar now. 38 points to 10. The Waratahs, they are here to play.
Just that bit of freedom now. They've got that buffer on the scoreboard. And just attacking from everywhere. This was from the kickoff. They went straight to the edge. Exciting. 25 minutes. 35 minutes left in this one.
Marshall Lamatra goes straight through the front door. Fittler down the blind side. Hit over the top there from Harris. So Goldie back into the pocket there of Connick. And he'll clear it. Over halfway. Over the sideline. Playing quickly now. Leslie Mikey Matuku. A chance to run for the playmaker. Beats one. And up towards the 50 he goes. Prolt for Rash. No look pass over the top there. Heaton, one more now to Hill, who's got a right foot step. Finds the tack guy. The most recent try scorer for the Reds. Does well to stay in the field of play there. Does Josh Tackguy down the right hand flank. Heaton at first receiver. Pops it away to Harris. Heaton again. There's a Linesville on the outside. Shuts down all options. Prohl goes digging for it. And gets it away to the new man, Will Pascoe. In fact, that's Will Pimenta in the 16 jersey onto the field. So the Reds got some work to do. Salofa. Now for Prohl. Rash, lose control of it at the back door. It's gone backwards for his club teammate, Kenny Harris. Heaton of a standing start. You see Mikey Matuka was lurking on the inside, couldn't find him. Now for Thompson. Finding phases are the Reds. Can they find a way through? Kelly gets whacked, but does well to keep his feet. Now for Prohl and Rash again up for work. Tackguy now at first receiver, tips it away. The Reds throwing everything out the Tars. Tackguy now for Heaton. Again forced to cut back into the traffic. Harris gets met in the middle. Now it's getting a bit loose there for the Reds. Let's see Mikey Matuku forced to take the tackle. Now for Job. One more now to Tackguy. Goes to the edge through Hill. 1-on-1, puts the kick in. Over the top. Probably not the play. And after all that, it'll come to nothing, Nick Frisbee.
Yeah, the Waratahs defence doing an excellent job shutting down this Reds attack. And they're getting a bit frustrated, Reds. They're just running out of answers. They need to try and find an extra pass, whether it's a little tip from a forward runner or a short ball, someone running a hard line or dropping someone under. It's just run-out stuff, and the Waratahs just lapping it up at the moment.
They do get the full-on penalty, the Reds. They have another chance to find some points as Leslie Mikey Matuku gets the kick right on the 22.
You can see here the Waratahs just manning up physically, just dominating the forwards carriers
Stand on the line. Stand on the line. Come on.
of the Reds. Bring pressure at the breakdown, but this is where the Reds have done their best work. A-zone attack, being really direct, sucked in the numbers. Found some space on the edges.
Now Prolt has a dart on his own. James Prolt. Can the Reds find something? Matuyutia.
He's first there.
And the Waratahs have stolen it at the breakdown once again. And now from the inside, that 22. Here they go again. On the outside, looking for Watts. Finds it on the deflection. Back inside they go through Connick. Puts on the toe. That's a falcon and a half off the head there of Kaluta. That's going to sting.
Well, why has he pulled this back for? Let's just play on. The Tars have taken the quick throw.
Up here. Get everyone up on you, please.
And they're scoring under the sticks. And once again, the Reds just run out stuff. And this Tars defence just making them pay. Mabry with the steal. Maybe just a touch off the mark, that quick throw.
But it keeps on coming for the Waratahs. From the set piece, Lamatra pumps the legs through contact. Bull, one more now to Fittler. Zach Fittler Quick ball to the left if they can get it that way. Lungy to his prop part of Hill. Now to Mayberry. Oh, the 1-2-3 combining. Now Goldie gets the pass. Must score, and Watts collects his hat trick. That's the full voltage from Tom Watts.
Wasn't this dynamic? Through the middle of the park, the Waratahs jerseys just continue to show up. A little line break around the ruck. They went 1, 2, 3 offloads through the same scene in the front row. Hill, Mayberry, Langy combining beautifully out on this left edge. And then it's just good quick ball. Goldie doing a good job at halfback, coming off the bench, maintaining the momentum, keeping the speed of the game high. Just gives his winger Watts a one-on-one in the corner, and hard to stop front foot ball.
The Waratahs crack 40, 43 points to 10.
I really enjoyed that try, Geordie. I know we've spoken about them playing with width and shifting it to the edges, but that was through the front door. Went straight through the breakdown, then the little offloads, the interplay between the forwards was sensational as Connor shoves that one out to the right. Keeping the Reds on the back foot.
Conversion unsuccessful.
This was a bit special, wasn't it, out on the edge? Hill, maybe an inkling of a knock-on or a forward pass, but...
He gives me plenty of Angus Bell, old Nick Hill, the way he plays the game as a big front rower. But they'll take it. The Waratahs, 43-10, some sort of 13 minutes in this second term. It's anyone's ball at the base. The Reds do get a reprieve. Can they offer something? Rash waiting for it. Takes a collision. Leslie Mike Matuku demanding the ball out to Heaton. Sends a good ball over the top now for Hill. He loves a kick over the top. As Jackson Hill needs a bounce. It lands in the arms of, I believe it's Connick back there in cover. And again, they just give possession back to the Waratahs. Lungy will set the platform again. Look at this man go. Releases, goes again, up towards the 22, and then does a bit too much in the end. It gets ripped away. It's all positive signs for that man, Edward Lungy. Prop away now to Palmenta. Again, they just haven't got clean ball at all. Through the Reds, Rash again. Plenty of carries from that man. Left-hand side they go. Takai straightens. Inside the 22, Prol. Alessi Mikey Matuku off a standing start. Job.
Got to find a second pass here, the Reds.
And again, just one out runs. And the Tars happy to jam time and time again. Takai offers the same. They're right in front of the sticks. Alessi Mikey Matuku on the inside to Kluter. Desperate to get involved is the winger. He may be stolen away, and again, you said it, Nick Frisbee, one out runs, and it ends up the same way.
Yeah, just running into brick walls here, the Reds. Just no deception in their attack at all. The Waratahs continue to lap it up. So far, Geordie, this Waratahs side, so we see a good kick for touch. As of that last try, 130 minutes they'd played in the competition. They've raised the bat, 100 points, 17 tries. Pretty incredible stuff.
And we're not done yet.
Not done yet, plenty left on the clock here.
Looking for some redemption in season 25 of the Waratahs. As Goldie gets a clean platform to play with. Connick runs into a decent shoulder there of Kelly. Now to the left-hand flank. Mayberry, look how strong he is in contact. Gets the pass away. It's gone forward. As the replacement props looking to get involved as well.
Really smart play from Tom Goldie here off the bench. Came on for Sam Blank, who was excellent in the first half. And they've lost nothing in attack, the Tars. That was a really good ball across the face to Mayberry down the short side. Maybe just overplayed his hand a touch there. The Reds need answers. They've got to go to their bench. Need some impact. They need some physicality. You know, just getting out enthused, out muscled right across the park here by this Tars side.
The new props on the field for the Waratahs. Harper Strawn and Dante Ciali. We're eager to continue the momentum the scrum has been offering. As the Reds bring on Celeste Cully in the 18 jersey as well. Trying to make some inroads in the scrum battle. He's a big man as well. He's big Celeste. So they hold their own this time. Listen, Malaki Matuki want to get to an edge. Heaton dummies again, but the Waratahs defense answering all questions. A bit of pressure, clears it away and goes into the stands.
Just running out of ideas, the Reds attack. I see Mikey Matuku, no other option there but to bang it into touch. The girls loving the footy this afternoon. Lovely afternoon at Narrabri, been a fantastic weekend of action. The Waratahs putting on a show here to finish off the afternoon, as did their top side, Geordie. Dominant winners over the Reds last night.
James Hendren, the fullback, wasn't he? Something to behold.
Bagged a hat-trick.
The Waratahs in the right direction at all levels. Leslie Mikey Matuku out to Heaton again. Just one out runs. As you said, Nick Frisbee, no deception whatsoever in their attack. Lucas Oxley as well onto the field in the 17. Pimenta has to go looking for that one. Takai, he's been willing. Heaton. Just outside the 22, there's Gully. And again, looks as though they're going to be forced to a kick. Going to kick going into that left-hand channel. Takai having a crack down the edge. This is better. Kaluta holds his feet up towards the 50. To Prop. Now for Heaton at first receiver. Rash around the legs there from Brennan. Takai shifts it down the left-hand flank. Charlie Bird onto the field as well for the Reds. Trying to get something going in the playmaking stocks. Bird at first. So there's his first touch, and there's his opportunity. Looming on the inside, going for the try line is Oxley. Bumps over Far Jones up towards the 5. Now they shift it. Pro. Bounce pass to Howard. One-on-one Howard. Flicks it back on the inside at Kelly. Kelly will be hard to stop. Kelly is there. And the Reds, after long last, get something on the board in this second term.
Reds attack finally finding some flow. And that was the short passing down the short side. Finding some inroads, got them on the front foot. And then Charlie Bird, immediate impact off the bench through the big dummy. Just needed someone a bit faster. Lucas Oxley did a great job, the prop in support, looming up in the middle. Prol, this was nice. Howard did really well to keep the ball alive, and Angus Kelly, of course, he's there. Just about been their best over the last 2 weeks. Scores a much-needed try.
So let's see Mikey Matuku with the kicking duties. Trying to bridge that gap ever so slightly. Fades that one around, and he does superbly. 43 plays 17, and signs of life for the Reds.
Finally some some passing, some short passing. We've spoken about it before. When you come up against teams with line speed, it's the short ball that does the damage. Offensive line, they got to respect the pass. They stop and sit when you throw multiple short balls. Just allows you to get on the front foot. Then they played really nice and flat off the back of that through James Prohl and Charlie Bird and hit the scoreboard.
Pinpoint restart as well. Asking question again, and they get the result from it. Thompson spills it. Absolute money from the restart.
I like this combination now that the Reds have on the field. Charlie Bird looks like he's at 12. I wouldn't mind seeing him go to 10. And Leslie Mike Matuku maybe go to 12. Free him up, play a little bit wider, even fullback.
Looks as though Bird's playing 15. Jackson Jury on the field at inside centre. Has some fresh legs. But the immediate impact for Bird was noticed.
Through the big dummy.
Jackson Jury on the field as well. Melbourne Rebels last year, under 19s. Plays rugby on the Gold Coast of Bond University. Had a great year in Colts. He gets a crack at higher honours in the 23 jersey. So now Far Jones, he's got some wheels, this man. You need to stop him early. That's Kaluta around the legs. Now Prohl on the inside. Here he is, Kaluta. Needs to stay in the field of play and does do exactly that. The 19 is Pascoe. Has a look to stretch the bench. Jury gets it away to Howard. A standing start, Pat Howard. Thompson. Up towards the 40. Kelly with the charge back towards the traffic. Angus Kelly. Let's see Mikey Matuku. Now for Bird at the back door to attack guy, and he can't control it. And again, it's frustrating for the Reds coaching staff.
Mabry coming off for a rest. He's been enormous again this afternoon. He's a good size for a hooker. So dynamic, brings so much across the park. I think their short ball was on here. Mikey Matuku, Charlie Bird, Jackson Jury, on the inside seam there. Feels like an opportunity for Louis Fenwick here, Geordie. Feed the man some early ball.
He's been handy with ball in hand as Goldie spots the space. Down the fringes, and now here goes Far Jones. Finally gets to showcase his speed. And Tom Far Jones announces his arrival.
Well, this is special. Tom Far Jones in combination with his little halfback, Tom Goldie. This is just heads up footy. The ball spills out and Goldie just explodes down the short side. Did beautifully just to drift across field, dragging the Reds defenders. Nick Far Jones reads it perfectly. Look at him see the space back on the inside. Just presses the go button on the accelerator. And that is a beauty.
Nick Far Jones is his dad. That's Tom.
Sorry.
Legend across the family, that's for sure. The signs of his father, that's for sure. Tom Far Jones. And that's a number 9, Goldie there. Had a crack on his own.
Great play, yeah. The ball just spilled out the back of the scrum. The Reds defence just napping a little bit. Played the short side to perfection.
The Conic for the half century does exactly that. The Waratahs 50 points to 17, 12 to play.
It's the first time we've seen Tom Far Jones really open up. I've seen him get in some open space. Even last week, come off his right foot a couple of times really nicely and come back through the middle of the field. This time he just feels the space, backs his speed, really opened up. special try from the Tars.
Oh, that's great work there from Bird. Great impact on the bench. Charlie Bird, and now the Reds back in possession. Off that restart, Thompson now for Jury. Tips the pass away, no one wants it. Howard eventually will have a crack at it. Thompson again. Plenty of carries, not too many inroads on that occasion. Prohl, left-hand side out to Oxley. And again, too many passes going to deck for the Queensland Reds. Celeste Kelly. Bird at first receiver, now for Takai. Not a standing start. Prohl looks right and now he's going to play left to Pimenta. Bird gets it away now to Leslie Mikey Matuku, gets the fend pumping, and around the legs is Golding, sends a boot for a journey for good measure. Now for Kelly. It's been a tough day for the Reds, but Angus Kelly, definitely a shining light. Prohl swings it left-hand side, Takai, now for Bird, beats the first, dummies into the second. Here's Riley Osborne, gets a hold of him. Jury now at first receiver. Jackson Jury will have a crack on his own. Wrestles with the contact. Jury wrestles up. Heading towards the 22 now, the Reds. Prohl, left-hand side, Kelly again. We're playing advantage for the Queenslanders. Now it comes.
Offside. Hold blind side off.
Going to plug the corner here. Leslie Mikey Matuku. Offside was the call. Nick Frisbee.
It was a good strong carry from Jury, wasn't it? Just rolled up the sleeves. Took a couple of defenders with him. Leslie Mikey Matuku's going to try and put this right on the 5-metre line. Pretty good. He's got that about 10 metres out. The Reds now a chance to grab some late points here again. They've showed some character. They've kept fighting. They did this last week against the Brumbies as well. They were really suffocated in that game, but just continued to sort of fight right to the death.
Stanley Keats on the field as well, replacing James Prohl at scrum half for the Reds. And up goes Thompson, and down he comes to the Reds now. Playing with a skinny short side. The forwards are rolling up their sleeves.
Stay, boys, stay here.
Back there for Pascoe. He goes close, but the referees found something in there.
Disrupting them. It's accidental.
It's a little obstruction. An accidental offside. You can see the Tars players, they picked this up straight away. They all sort of put their hands up and just moved out of the way. It's just here when the ball comes back. Yeah, you can see the Reds players in front of the ball there, the blue headgear.
Pimenta
just getting in the way of their attackers. To let off.
Set.
Again, look at the carry from his own try line. Putting his side on the front foot. Fittler. And now Fennick. Goldie's waiting for it. Sends a wide one. A bit wider. And on his own, isolated there was Charlie Bull. And he gets picked off as well.
Stanley Keats, a little halfback. Nice work over the ball. There he is coming off the bench, second week in a row.
And that's a coach killer right there. Kick that one dead.
obviously Michael Matuki hasn't had the best afternoon with his kicking boots. The Reds now one more week, Geordie, to try and find something out of this competition. 2 losses now. There's the Brumbies and the Tars. They play the Force next week. The Tars will play the Brumbies. That will be an absolute beauty. Both sides undefeated. 1v2 on the table.
And the way the Waratahs are playing, they're going to be tough to beat once again. As Bull breaks off for Goldie, just hooks that one around the corner. So the Reds with ball in hand. And Charlie Bird, he's been good.
Has been good off the bench. Really had an impact.
Howard just dancing his way through, trying to find some space. Up the middle. Final 7 minutes of action. Now it's been one almighty weekend of rugby here at Narrabri. They're a halfback. And the Waratahs get the penalty as well.
If I'm the Reds this week at training, we're getting my forwards together and we're just practicing tip passes all week.
Yep, I like it.
Haven't seen a single pass between their forwards all afternoon. I don't want to keep harping on about it, but the Waratahs are just dominating them in defence, eating up their runners.
Well, on the other side, you've seen exactly that from the Tars, the ability to pass from the big men.
And it's been so effective. Just creates a little bit of indecision in defence. You find little seams, get on the front foot.
Maybe you should head down to Ballymore during the week, mate.
No, I'm pretty comfortable here in the commentator's box, mate.
The Waratahs looking to hunt for more points. 50 points to 17. Here's your score. Greer. Fittler. Just want to hold on to that in contact. Ethan Hamilton. So all numbers getting some minutes. Bull again gets jammed pretty hard there from Pimenta, and a bit of assistance from Cali as well. About 7 away. The Waratahs looking for more points. Phase after phase. Goldie finds Ciali, tips a pass away nice. Here goes Greer, just cut down. Now they shift it. Must score now, the Waratahs. Hitting and spinning is Mitchell. The Reds do well to scramble in the end and shut down the Ray, but the Waratahs keep on coming. Ciali waiting for it, tips it away nicely. Strawn's coughed it up, had an extra nudge and couldn't get there.
Harper Strawn. He must have gone close here. Showed good power close to the ground. He sort of spun out of the hit, pumped the legs through. This will be a good pitch up. Did really well to ride the contact. Oh, he's just tried to reach out and put it down and lost it. Seen plenty of footy this weekend, Jordan Hughes. It's been your highlight, mate.
Well, I was a bit disappointed for the Reds last night. I was expecting they would have been a lot better, but it was good to see the Tars show a bit of fight. And a lot of new talent getting the crack too. A lot of club players were in that Waratahs side last night. It was shoot shield first graders, so good to see them getting their opportunity and taking it. Hope they can move forward next year into Super. What about you, Nicholas?
Put me on the spot, mate.
You did it to me.
Got to be the classics.
They missed you, mate. They missed you out there. To Kelly Naravoro, he's still going great guns.
It's not what you want to see. Playing a game for fun, Big Tongue Kelly rolls out against you. The man is a beast.
Because the sevens action as well. It's good to see the Waratahs and the Reds going head-to-head. That was some good matchups. The Waratahs women looking... Wairia Ellis, she is electric at ball in hand. Great to see her back into sevens after Wallaroos camp as well. So now the Waratahs, the 15 side of the game, doing very well on the outside. Good tackle there from Kluter. As does Bird. Hamilton, off his left foot, cut down around the legs. The Tars looking for the final say. Goldie holds it up to Holmes. Holmes off his left foot. The big man rolling around the corner. Strawn looking to make amends. It's there for Goldie once more. Now Hamilton. The Reds trying to hold on in defence here. Tip the pass away to Bull. Bull goes close, still short. And the weight of numbers surely will be too much, and it is. The Reds did their very best, but the size and power of the Tars all too much here in Narrabri.
And Brennan scored the try. 55 points to 17 is the score. And the power of this Waratahs pack just on display right throughout this game. Edwin Lungy, he set the tone off the kickoff, and they've all gone with him. Luca Cleverley at 6 has been outstanding. Tyler Mabry at hooker was outstanding as well. He had a big impact. The captain, Lemaitre, he's been everywhere. And Arnon Brennan now gets over for a try of his own. This is a good pack. Some impact off the bench. Ethan Hamilton. Mitch Holmes. Jersey 22. He's been heavily involved since coming onto the field. And some key guys getting valuable minutes right across the park. Priming themselves well for an assault on this competition.
And the radar on cue once more. 57 points to 17 for the Waratahs.
By the Waratahs, 57.
It'll be a happy trip home to Sydney. Final 60 coming up. It's a wobbly old restart. Kluter tries to keep it alive.
Is there one more in this Tars side? 40 seconds left on the clock. Racked up 60 last week.
No doubt they're going to have a crack. Osborne with the throw. And Greer safe and out. Coming onto it is Bull. Runs straight over the top of one. Goldie gets the pass away. Good tip pass again. The skills from the Waratahs forwards on show this afternoon. Oh, geez. Pass out the back. A bit of an elbow to the head there on Howard. Looked to be accidental, but
yeah,
that'll be full time anyway.
Just got it wrong. Dane Mitchell there. It's going to be full time anyway.
Well, the Waratahs, they are the front runners in Super Rugby Under-19s once again, and what a way to wrap up the Santos weekend of rugby. Full-time score, the Waratahs 57, the Queensland Reds 17. Nick Frisbee, now that's some sort of statement.
Sure is. 12 tries, another 9 for the Waratahs. That's 19 for the competition. And they did it from everywhere. That man was dominant right across the park. He carried the ball.
You mention it, you get it. Big lungy.
Well, he carried the ball with immense physicality. Defensively, he worked really hard for his side. Look at his ability for a big man to find little seams in the defensive line, get right over the front foot. This carry went for about 15 metres, just taking people with him, just refusing to go down. Second effort off the ground. Of course, they were forced to be reckoned with in the scrum as well, which wreaked havoc for the Reds all afternoon.
Well, let's check out some of these second half highlights And the Reds, they had to strike back fast. That was Edward Lungy's try. He was very clinical. So we'll check out some of these second half highlights, Nick. And as we mentioned, the Reds had to strike first in the second half. They just couldn't do so. The Tars, they just came out firing.
Yeah, they really sniffed out any opportunity of a comeback early in this second half here. And it was Maybury, just a real footballer, this bloke. A heads-up opportunity, just exploded off the back of the maul, crashed over for a try. This was in the opening sort of 2 minutes of the half. And then this was off the kickoff. A beautiful right to left sweep, found plenty of space down the left-hand touchline, and the forward pack goes to work. The captain, Marshall Lemaitre, just surging through the middle of the maul, and they just went bang, bang, blew the second half open. And this was a bit special, the front row all getting involved here. Tom Watts crashed over in the corner to complete his hat-trick, 43 points to 10 it was at this stage. Geordie and the Reds, they finally got one back.
Well, this man, he made a great impact this come off the bench. He should be back in that starting side for me. It was very impressive. Charlie Bird, he split them open. They had the skills and poise to shift it right hand side. Howard with the skills on the inside, and the Reds' best, Kelly, too strong from there.
Yeah, he's industrious, Kelly, and Tom Howard, the key man, did really well. This was a bit special, wasn't it? Tom Goldie, the halfback, sweeping down the short side, summed it up beautifully. Tom Farr-Jones, the winger, just exploded with pace through the gap, and then this right at the death, the Tars forwards going to work. Big Arnon Brennan crashes over, seals the performance, puts a little bit of cream on top, 57 points to 17.
Here's the breakdown, 9 tries to 3, 6 of 9 with the boot for Cornick. And the Reds back to the drawing board for them, still chasing their first win of the campaign. Just the 3 tries to their name. The Waratahs too good in the end from Narrabri. Let's check out what's to come in Super Rugby under-19s. We saw earlier today, yesterday I should say, the Brumbies were clinical, 35 points to 17 over the Force, and then what we just saw, domination off the top, 57-17, but stick around because more to come next week. Super Rugby under-19s keeps on rolling. The Brumbies and the Waratahs from Canberra will be an absolute cracker, and then the Force and the Reds, both sides trying to get in the winner's circle. It should be enterprising rugby, and of course the Bledisloe Cup next weekend. Nick Frisbee, it all begins. Wallabies and the All Blacks live from Eden Park. Can they break the curse? And that will just about wrap up our coverage from the Santos Festival of Rugby. What a weekend it's been from all our team across the 2 days. We hope you've enjoyed all the coverage across all levels of the game. This is what our great game can produce. Narrabri, a great host as always. The Waratahs too good in the under-19s. Thank you, Nick Frisbee. My name is Jordan Hughes. And until next time, bye for now.